of business. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Moss. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he hauls it in at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple of throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Utah State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Unloads quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He unleashes a long one. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the Trojans pick up the 1st down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the 1st down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They gave up the sack on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 11. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw, it's Moss. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Utah State up-tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Marks. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field and work on some things, and I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this 1st quarter than he did his last time out.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Here's the give off the left side. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
42, spot.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
3:25.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Here's the handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Utah State up-tempo. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the...
And he intercepts it. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey. and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Moss. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach,
hits the accelerator to the right. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. He'll do it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Aggies! What a grab and go for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Moss. It's complete to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A strike downfield. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Utah State, 14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 35. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, USC.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side.
See, running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet. When you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Moss. Coming after him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because they're...
Makes the catch on the left. Off he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah State.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 34.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Moss. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Off the play fake on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Got it! Touchdown, Utah State! And here they come, almost all the way back. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Looking for room. It's Marks. Nice move to keep running. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. Doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Shakes off the defender. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Trojans are on the move. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Showing.
Carrier is the
Power as he plows ahead to the 38.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They're going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. And the Trojans have a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Moss. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. Quarterback will audible.
Hey, hey, hey! 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 Hey, hey, hey!
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Orange on the scoreboard. They're up by 15 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Utah State, up-tempo. Off-play action on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Moss. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
This is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
29 Philly.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and to catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Under. Ready, go! Ready.
The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
USC 45, Utah State 35.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Yankee, Spire, Hornet, Hornet. Squirrel. Dino.
Looking for a man, it's Moss. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Okay, ready.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Set. Hut, hut.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. A little screen to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And Yurdy's
Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies!
Number 9.
Yeah.
And the score.
Surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Black 24. Black 24.
On the run, it's Marks. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Got it.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Easy.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On the double.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And now on 3rd down after that last run. They'll try to run for it. Open space at the 25. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
Ready.
The
right.
Trojans are flying down the field.
Face it. Stand.
On the ground, it's Marks. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Okay.
Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away. The
AT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Going up top on first down. He's right on target. Got a lot of running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to pass. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting a nail in the coffin.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to... And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Moss. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
Offense facing fourth down.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing